Hey everybody, Ren here, and this week we are talking about growing a following of the right people on Instagram in today's economy. Look, whether you want to be an influencer or not, as hairstylists working behind the chair, showing up, being visible, and growing a following makes our life so much easier, and it makes it so much easier to book those high end, loyal clients. Also, having a great following helps us keep our clients loyal longer because they understand that they are coming to the best person in the area that they could be seeing. So, I'm going to break this all down for you guys. We are going to talk about the 5 reasons that people choose to follow someone, along with content ideas for each of those categories. And then I'm going to walk you through 3 things that you can do today to grow your following with the right people. All right, let's go. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Ren Lopa and I have started growing out my bangs. All right, so what I want to get clear right out the gate is that when I say grow a following, I want you guys to understand that I am not talking about building 100,000 person following, okay? I'm not even talking about 1,000 or 10,000. I am just talking about you leveraging this free platform to its biggest potential and to your benefit. The only things that I want you spending time on are strategic things that actually help you grow. Otherwise, what are we doing? We could be spending our time on something else. This training is going to be great for you if you realize that posting alone is not getting it done for you, okay? You've been posting for a while, you haven't seen a lot of great results. This is going to help. This is also for you if you realize that like hashtags and geotags are not going to do all the heavy lifting for you. This training is for you if you realize that your work, like your beautiful work and the pictures that you post of your work, are not going to get clients for you. And then lastly, this training is for you if you feel like getting bookings through Instagram just won't happen for you. Like it hasn't happened yet, it's not going to start happening. It's a no-go. You aren't into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with a quick exercise. Now, I went down the rabbit hole and tried to figure out why people follow people. And the best thing that you can do right now is think about why you follow who you do. Maybe it could be helpful to pause this training and go to your own Instagram feed, go to who you're following and be like, yeah, what made me click follow on these people? Why do I do that? What are the pages you go back to the most often on Instagram and why? What is it that's there? And I'd love for you to come up with a few words of what it is that inspires you to hit follow on Instagram. So this is incredibly important research because I believe it's going to really open your eyes to what might be missing right now in your current strategy and in your content. From my research and from my own personal experience, I came up with the following 5 reasons that I follow or people follow other accounts. Number 1 was humor. Number 2 is entertainment. Number 3 is personal connection. Number 4 is inspired. So there, I find it inspiring. And then number 5 was just interested in the topic overall. So hearing those 5 categories, you might actually have more to add to the list, or you might prioritize some of those categories over other things. But I think what's important is that if you agree that these are the reasons people follow people, now it's time to really take a step back and look in your own business and see what you've been doing and how you've been showing up in those categories. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever taken like a public speaking class before, but in public speaking, they always teach you that when you're putting together a speech, when you're putting together a presentation, it's important to talk to all different kinds of personalities throughout your presentation because this means nobody is going to get lost, right? You are going to be bringing value for everybody who could be there. So this is really similar to what I'm going to be showing you today. Let's go through what these categories might look like in your content. So for humor, a lot of times when I see hairstylists being humorous, it's often humor for our own industry. What I mean is that it's humor that other hairstylists would laugh at and relate to, kind of like industry inside jokes. And while that's a lot of fun, if we're trying to grow a following of local people, I think a great way that you could introduce humor into your page is through relatability. Just as an example, I'm talking about the mundane tasks like laundry, cooking, doing chores around the house, driving, traffic, etc. Okay? These are all super relatable topics that your clients will instantly understand, laugh at, and just build that connection with you through humor. For entertainment, this is really where I see some of the behind the scenes videos and even process videos. So, kind of showing, you foiling or showing what a day in the life is like when you're taking different clients. To me, that's like an entertaining video that people would want to see because, we're kind of peeling back the curtain, letting people kind of peek into what life is really like for a hairstylist. In the personal connection category, really what this is about is just allowing people to get to know you. Some really great ways to do this could be your career journey, or if that feels like cringe to talk about, you could just talk about your own hair journey, okay? And talk about it on a regular basis. Talk about your next hair goal. What are you working towards right now? Where has your hair started and then has gotten to? Maybe you're sitting there thinking, even, my hair isn't in the best place. I don't really love my hair. Talk about that. So many people out there are relating with that. So, what are you doing to get your hair to the next place? If you're currently growing your hair out, talk about that. Like, this is my hair growth journey. This is what I'm doing as a hairstylist to grow out my hair right now. Then we have inspiration. So, inspiration, I think, is a category that I really encourage stylists to really lean into. So this is going to be, giving that great advice, showing up and talking about topics that your audience really cares about or that's very important to her in her own hair journey right now. If you have hair that your dream clients or your clientele are always commenting on and saying how much they love it, talk about your hair. What are you doing with your hair? How did you style it? How are you brushing it? What brushes are you using? I think we can make it so complicated that we just forget those basics. And then for people who are just interested in beauty, style, fashion, that is going to be a no-brainer to follow you. But it's still a good idea to talk about, what's trending, what trends do you hate, what do you love, what are the fashion fails and the fashion things that you're loving right now. Just remembering to kind of be playful and have fun with your account and with your audience. I think because it's our business, because it's our livelihood, very rightly so, we treat it with like a lot of seriousness and respect. But guys, we're in like the funnest industry of all, and we get to have conversations with women about their beauty and about style and fashion and like how they can feel better. Like, what could be better, truly? Okay, so let's stop taking it for granted and just start having fun. All right, so now that we know why people follow other people and how we can probably be showing up a little bit better in our content to make following us easy, now I want to share 3 things that you can do today to grow a following of the right people. Okay, number 1, this is the golden rule. Engage with others to get engagement. Follow others to get followers. We need to get back into the practice of investing in others authentically and enthusiastically. And some of you might be sitting there and be like, what? I'm supposed to go like strangers' posts or I'm supposed to go engage with strangers in my area? Like, that's so awkward, Ren. Like, that gives me a pit in my stomach. I want you to stop here because that's how your dream client is feeling. Your dream client is probably sitting out there thinking you look cool, thinking you look great, but doesn't want to feel weird by reaching out to you or following you or commenting something like awkward on your post. Like, she is scared of saying the wrong thing. So it is up to us to go out and make that first move and show that it's safe, we're friendly, and everything is going to be fun so that they feel even more comfortable and excited about returning that back to us. And some of you also might be out there thinking, Ren, the point of engaging with other people shouldn't be to get it back. And that isn't what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that I believe there's like an energetic exchange. And so if we are sitting there and we are feeling withholding engagement and following and comments and hearting stories, then I don't think it's a surprise when people are not doing that for us, okay? I think something really magic happens when we are actively showing up as the person that we want to have showing up for us. There's this great Chinese proverb that I love that says, if you don't smile in the mirror, it won't smile back. We want the world to reflect this positivity, this enthusiasm, this excitement, and this love when we're not always willing to give that in the first place. So that's tip number one, golden rule. All right, tip number two is to water your own yard. So I want you guys to get into the habit of creating content before you consume content. I want you to get into the habit of nurturing your own followers, responding to comments, viewing your followers' stories, etc., before going out and giving that to people that you follow. Again, this is us practicing a gratitude for what we have. So I want you guys to think about that. If we aren't grateful and we don't take care of the 10 people who are following us, why would 100 more come in behind them, right? We want to already be fostering a positive, vibrant, atmosphere with the few people that we do have as we're looking to grow and expand. It absolutely makes a huge difference. And then number three, right along this, is expressing gratitude. So I want you guys to get into the habit of showing up in stories or doing posts or sliding into people's DMs and just expressing gratitude for them, saying, thank you so much for following me, or thank you so much for engaging in my posts, or for, tagging someone so that they would see it. Thank you so much. All of this effort really matters to a small business like me. It is so important that we are showing up with that gracious attitude because people notice. People want to work with and follow people who have a positive outlook and who leave everyone better than when they find them. It is so important. So, who wouldn't want to be part of a community like this? Now, as you are implementing these three things, definitely make sure that you are still posting content, showing up in your stories, and engaging with people in your community. Before you know it, you're going to look back and see all of the growth that you've been having. I hope that this has helped. Definitely like this video, subscribe, drop a comment, and let me know what you think about this. Which tip are you going to try first? Which tip surprised you? So let me know that in the comments, and I will see you all next week. Bye, guys.